As I've already said, the Bengal election of 2026 is going to be the political headline of this year's Indian politics. Perhaps the most interesting, most exciting, and most important election of this year is going to be the Bengal election. But besides the Bengal election, several more elections are going to be held in several more Indian states, and Assam is one of those states. The mainstream media generally do not talk about Assam that much because I guess it belongs in the northeast, and the North Indian media and the North Indian media here do not talk about northeastern states that much because we are North Indian media. We are going to talk about just northern states, perhaps. So let's talk about Assam. Hemant Biswa Sarma is the Chief Minister of Assam, perhaps the most famous and most popular Chief Minister of the BJP after Yogi Adityanath. He is leading the BJP there, a political stalwart, a person with great political acumen, and he is the reason that has killed all of the interest of the people in this year's Assam election because many people and almost all of the people are predicting that the BJP is going to win the election. He is the reason for that. And Priyanka Gandhi was also in the news regarding the Assam election because she has been made a member of the screening committee in Assam. The screening committee is the committee which monitors and observes that which candidate should be given the ticket from which seat. So she is going to do that in the Assam elections on behalf of the Congress party. And for the longest time, I used to think that why in Assam BJP manages to win the election so confidently, so decisively, and so smoothly, despite Assam having about 40% of the Muslim population, and Muslims are famous that they do not generally vote for the BJP. And the answer to that, and a very insignificant answer to that question, is that the Muslim votes generally split between two parties, the Congress and the AIUDF, the party of Badruddin Ajmal. And the significant answer to that question is that Muslims are generally cornered or crowded into a very small part of Assam, into some districts of Assam, and therefore they do not have power to politically impact a very large number of seats there in the legislative assembly. Before the delimitation that happened in Assam in 2023, about 41 seats were there in which the Muslims were decisive voters, 41 seats out of 126. And after the delimitation, that number has sharply reduced to almost 25. There was also this one thing, like those districts or areas where there was a large number of Muslim population as compared to the Hindus has been cut out from those districts and have been added to some other districts where they would be useful as a voter to the BJP because they were insignificant there owing to the large number of the Muslim population in those areas or districts. And where the BJP could not kill the Muslim political effect or the effect that they could have through the votes, what they did is that they reserved those seats in those areas where Muslims were in large number. That means the SC and ST categories, or normally the Hindus, will be elected from the votes of the Muslims, not the Muslim anymore, which was very sharp, politically shrewd for them. Very wise. And Gaurav Gogoi is also putting a great fight to Hemant Biswa Sarma, but he is not going to win the election as everybody is predicting. He is doing his part, he is doing his hard work, but they are going to lose the election as everybody is predicting. Let's see what happens. Let's see with how many votes and how many seats the Congress loses. I wish they could win the election, but he is going to lose. I feel bad for Gaurav Gogoi. He is putting on a great effort. He is also the deputy leader in the Lok Sabha and has been speaking on almost all of the major issues on behalf of the Congress party, on behalf of the entire opposition. I wish him the best, but he is going to lose the election. Let's see what happens.